Who are the best teams and partners for the brand new AGL Super Saiyan God Goku? How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We got another Dokkan Battle video for you here today. We are going to be taking a look at the new AGL God Goku and giving you our breakdown of his best teams, his best partners based on his available link sets, and where to kind of utilize this guy to his most effectiveness. So let's go ahead and let's start by taking a look at the unit and what he is doing. A reminder that God Goku does lead Realm of Gods, Miraculous Awakening, or Power of Wishes, category key 3, HP 200%, and 172 attack and defense. He also gets an additional 50% for Legendary Existence, Bond of Friendship, or Move Heroes. His super attack effect will greatly raise his attack and raise his defense for 4 turns while causing immense damage. On his passive skill, he is getting 510% attack and defense and damage reduction rate for 1 turn, and a permanent additional super attack as long as you have a Realm of Gods category ally. He gets key 2, attack defense 300%, and evading enemies attack 20%, and transforming critical hit and damage reduction rate 30%. For pure Saiyans or hybrid Saiyans ally on the team, he gets attack defense 100% up to 300%, and chance evading enemies attack before attacking up to 60%. When attacking, he gets attack 200%, and when receiving an attack, he gets defense 250%. And when all allies attacking in the same turn are Realm of Gods, or you have 6 pure Saiyans or hybrid Saiyan allies on the team, you can revive with 50% HP recovered. After the character or ally's revival skill is activated, he gets attack defense 510%, chance fading enemies attack 20%, and chance fading enemies attack 30% within the next attacking turn. If his revival skill is activated, he will have an additional 150% attack. So, kind of understanding how to use this character, you are playing to that revive skill turn, which ideally you want to happen by turn 4, but you could always save it for later if you need. But his best offensive turns are going to happen after that. After that revive and that active skill is activated, because ideally that active skill is going to be activated post-revive with that extra 150% and 510%, which will allow him to greatly raise his attack, give him effective against all types, and attacks guaranteed to hit. So understanding that's how we're going to play him really helps us kind of figure out who and what we need to build him around. So we do have, a couple things we want to talk about in regards to his links here. So let's actually head over to the Dokkan FYI here. This website, we do love this website, and we will link it in the description down below so you guys can check it out. But they do a great job of helping you to kind of understand the unit, everything that goes into the unit, all the stats, everything. But more importantly, it does show us a great way to analyze all of the different link partners. I love to use this tool when we are when we are building teams. So let's start by looking at links, right? He's got Fierce Battle, Godly Power, Kamehameha, Over in a Flash, Prepared for Battles, Super Saiyans, and Warrior Gods, right? With all of these links active, right? If we're going to prioritize his offense, because he's pretty much only got offensive links, right? We're getting 20% from Fierce Battle. We're getting another 15% from Godly Power, so that's 35% right there. Another 10% from Kamehameha, 45%, right? Another 5% from Prepared Battle for 50%. Another 15% from Super Saiyan, which is going to give us 65%, 70% with Warrior Gods, 77% with Over in a Flash activated, right? So 77% attack is what we're getting if we can maximize those offensive links. So we're gonna try to do that as much as we can, right? And thankfully, again, thanks for the Dokkan FYI, right, we can see all of the different link partners he has amongst his various teams, and we can even sort it by specific teams if we wanted to, but we'll just show all of them in general. So you can see, right, 6 shared links is pretty much the best he's going to get, right, unless you sandwich him between 2 characters in slot 2, which more than likely you're probably going to end up doing anyways. But, right, you can see he links with a lot of very useful cards, right, on the Realm of Gods team. Right, with our 6 link partners, you have access to the gods. You have access to Tech Blue Kaioken, who is, is a great link partner and is really good on the he's really good on the Realm of Gods team. Not really good on the Realm of Gods team, although they would not be great on rotation together because he wants full reps of Universe 7 on the rotation. So just bear that in mind. But linking with the gods is not bad at all. He also shares 5 shared links with, some of the major Realm of Gods players: the Blue Vegito, the Blue Goku, the UI Goku, and the Int UI Goku, right? And these are major staples of the Realm of Gods team. They are likely to be on the team no matter which variation you're running. So, like, let's take a look here, right? Like, if we put them in, right, with the Fizz UI, for example, who you're more than likely running 2 of on a team, you're getting Fierce Battle, Godly Power, Kamehameha, Over in a Flash, Prepared for Battle. The only thing you're not getting is Super Saiyans and Warrior Gods, right? So, from our 77%, we're losing 15. So we're still, or actually 25, right? So we're still getting 52% attack here. But here's a nice thing, right? If you decide to put in Blue Goku, let's say Blue Goku is in your 3rd slot, you're covering those other offensive links, and they end up, right? He ends up getting both sets of, he ends up getting both sets of link active while also being supported by Fizz UI's passive, right? Same goes for Blue Vegito, same thing, right? So you can end up getting pretty much at least 6 links active via that, right? Even better, like if you have the gods too, right? So, it's really just about managing the skills, right? And like, even say like maybe you don't have the best rotations, right? He's still linking with some major Pure Saiyans players, right? Daima Goku, Blue Vegeta, the ROF Blues, the Goku side of Majin Vegeta, the 5 guys, the Tech Daima Goku, Gogeta, Ultra Super Villain Vegeta, right? Like, these are all top tier Pure Saiyans units, right? They're gonna slide right onto the team. Even if you want to pull shenanigans with AGL UI, you're still getting 4 links out of that, right? So it's like, just by nature of being a Goku unit, he's going to have a lot of those, Saiyan type links that you want. Super Saiyan, Prepared for Battle, Over in a Flash, Kamehameha. That's going to allow him to link with a good majority of the Goku cards, right? Even looking at our 3 links, right? You're still getting some decent characters for 3 links who are going to end up being on that team. If not, tagged into their opposite forms, right? You're still going to have some, decent link partners through these guys, right? Gogeta, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, the Blue Vegeta, who's, you're more than likely running him on the Realm of Gods team, so you got him going, right? He's got 3 links with Vegeta and Trunks for longer events, 3 links with the 2 Majin Vegeta. Like, it's just got a great link set, and that really does help with team building, right? Because you don't have to really worry about his links. He's gonna be good no matter what team he's on. When it comes to those links. So speaking of teams, let's go ahead and let's hop on over. So again, shout out to the Dokkan FYI. We'll drop this in the description so you guys can check it out for yourself. All right, so let's head on over to our game here. So talking about those teams, we went ahead and set up a couple of teams. So let us know in the comments down below how you guys feel about this format for our teaming. I know I've been using Dokkan Stats a lot to show the different types of teams and how they link together and the links flow. But I have had some people comment that they prefer this format where we actually show the in-game teams. So please, by all means, let us know in the comments down below which variation you prefer of these videos. With that said, let's take a look at our different teams. So first team here is pretty much the one you saw us do his showcase in with the UI Gokus, Int UI Goku, Int Blue Vegeta, and STR Blue Goku, right? Pretty solid team. It's going to handle just about anything and everything you can throw at it. right? Tech UI, we really only had so we could try to proc his domain, but you could easily swap him off for, say, oh, not you, right? Let me go back here, right? We can easily swap him off for someone, say, like, let's pull open a Realm of Gods here. We can easily swap him in for someone like Blue Vegito, right? Super easy. Still very good in most of the currently available content. So you could easily just swap him in there, and now you've got a nice little solid team with some floating support. You could even toss in AGL UI, although I don't necessarily recommend doing that. Because again, you want to try to focus on getting God Goku's revive because he benefits much greater, and you just never really want to have it. Not that you can't have both revives there. AGL UI will still benefit from getting someone else's revive. It's just, you never want to have two competing revives on a team. It makes team building really difficult. So with that said, let's take a look at another team under the AGL God Goku's lead. This is a team I came up with. Not a full Realm of Gods, but it's pretty easy to get that setup, but it is a full Pure Saiyans team, utilizing one rotation of the Fizz UI and AGL God Goku, and your other rotation would be either the blues and the fours, or the fours and the AGL Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Don't want to use him, toss in STR Super Saiyan 4 Goku, right? Or toss in Tech Daima Goku if you really wanted to, right? Just somebody to activate those Super Saiyan 4 links for Vegeta. So that's kind of why I said AGL Super Saiyan 4 Goku, because he still has a lot of use, right? That giant form is such a great team protector ability. So that's basically this team, right? There's just team protector after team protector ability, right? Because you have the God Goku, you have his revive, you have 2 guaranteed turns of dodge and offense here with defense here with the Fizz UI. You have the giant form. I tossed the ROF blues on here, but that could be whoever you want it to be, right? It could be that Blue Vegeta, although he's only on the 170 here. Or it could be Int UI Goku if you wanted to, right? We're just trying to mix around the different teams and show you guys who can be useful on there, right? So, but they are on the 220. Blue Vegeta is not on God Goku's 220. So if you're going to run Blue Vegeta for the support, you need to run him under Fizz UI's lead. Right, another team we came up with was Tech Daima Goku's lead. Now, for the most part, everybody here is going to be on the 220 for Tech Daima Goku, right? But you would have a AGL God Goku and either UI Goku or Fizz UI Goku, or as your partner for AGL God Goku on one rotation. On the other rotation, you are going to have the 2 Daima characters, or most of this is designed for short fights, right? To get that big burst damage on turn 4. So, Daima Goku and Goma more than likely. So the thing you have to remember about God Goku is when we build our teams, we need to have 6 Pure Saiyans or Hybrid Saiyans in total. So you can only run unit out of this. So if you're wondering, like, why isn't Beerus on all of these teams? It's because, well, Beerus honestly isn't going to do that. He can support and help a little bit with the God Goku team, but honestly, he's better being on his own setups than trying to force him into the Pure Saiyan setup. Goma works here because he can kind of just be there and serve his function for the giant form ability. So that's under Tech Daima Goku, right? We've got one under the Power of Witches, Power Beyond Super Saiyan setup with the Int Super Saiyan 4 Goku. This can kind of work for longer events, right? Because you have you'll have your 2 4s set up. All right, so one rotation is going to be either your 4s and your Gogeta, or your 4s and your Daima Goku, and your other rotation will be your 2 Realm of Gods Gokus, with Tech Pan floating and supporting, helping out them, right? Tech Pan can help him, not you. Tech Pan can help him out because she does support Bond of Friendship, so that is helpful. Now, the only thing is, I believe Gogeta should have if you're running a friend force, Gogeta will have his active, because you only need two GT heroes, right? So you have Pan and him, you've got that active, so he'll be fine there. Another good team, right? Setting up on the movie heroes side of things, we have the AGL Gohan team. Now, with this team, again, the struggle is making sure that you can't really use the extra gammas, and they're pretty helpful on these teams, but you can't use the extra gammas on the team because again, God Goku needs to maintain those 6 pure or hybrid Saiyans, but you can have one, right? Because your friend will count as one of your 6. So you could bring STR Gamma 2. If you don't, drop in another movie hero, pure Saiyans or hybrid Saiyans, and it'd be just fine. It'll work just fine. So you've got a couple different options there that you can run, right? If we just show you here. Let's go movie heroes, right? And let's go pure Saiyans. Right, so just looking at some of our options here. If you want to drop him off and you'd rather just keep it, right, you can bring this guy. Floating support, still very good for that. You can bring the AGL Vegeta, right, still very good. Floating support. You have this guy for, damage reduction support. ROF Blues, still going to find a pretty useful slot on this team. And yes, that's pretty much it for the time being on the on that side of things, right? But on the hybrid Saiyan side of things, right? Hybrid Saiyans and movie heroes, right? You got Beast Gohan, still very useful. You've got the standby on this guy. You've got this guy for the hybrid Saiyans, right? To fall under. So you've got some decent characters. You got this guy, although he's not helping out God Goku, he's helping out a few of the other characters on the team. So there's some options there to run, but you honestly can't get away with just having the one Gamma 2 there. Another team that works, and this one's kind of tricky because you're giving up 10% of your dodge for this setup, but the exchange is you have 2 team protector abilities. This is a more movie hero centered team under the Golden Frieza's lead. Again, you're giving up some of your dodge, but it's not affecting your offense. You're just giving up some of your dodge in exchange for 2 team protector abilities. And I played around a little bit with this team. It can work in some fights. It's pretty good. It's a pretty solid team. Another team we've got under the STR Daima Goku, utilizes a very similar setup to our tech setup, although minus the Goma. Instead of Goma for this setup, we have AGL Kai Goku. Works very, very well here on that setup. Another team we have set up, this one is designed for festival battles. Not that I recommend really using God Goku in festival battles, because it will be quite difficult to proc his revive and finish those fights the way you want it. You basically have to set him up so he dies in Gogeta or dies in the I wouldn't play around the Daima phase like that. You basically have to set him up so he dies in Gogeta, finish Gogeta, and have him come back during the Vegito phase, right? That would be how you have to set that up. And he has to have a realm of, you want to make sure you're setting him up doing that while on the realm of God's setup, so he has his links active. So yeah, it's a little bit tricky, but it can be done. Another team here we have right under the Majin Vegeta. Now the thing about this setup here is he is only on the 170 here, but it's a decent team, I think, for Majin Vegeta. I think it can work. I don't know that it's the best go for it. I mean, I think Majin Vegeta, if you're going to use Majin Vegeta, focus on his Buu Saga setup. But if you wanted to, you could drop him on this lead, and I think it would work just fine. Similar characters, right? You can bring the AGL or the Int Majin Vegeta. The only thing is, if you're going to bring the Int Majin Vegeta, you got to swap out one of these cards for your Trunks, right? But otherwise, this could work very well. Another option that we didn't really set up here, but here, give me a second. Another option is the Realm of God setup once more, but tossing in Ultra Super Vanilla and Vegeta. They actually link really well together and can work in a setup. Now the only thing is, right, your Ultra Super Villain Vegeta isn't going to be, he's not going to be hit the slot 1 monster he is on the crossover team, but he's still going to work really well on a full Realm of God setup. So just, something I want to throw out there for those of you who did pull on this Super Saiyan God Vegeta banner, that they can be used together quite well. So this is just some of the teams that I've come up with that you can utilize the new God Goku on. It's not an exhaustive list of every team, but it does kind of show you where he's usable. I would honestly say out of all these teams, STR Diamond Goku's team is probably his best setup. It's going to be utilized the most effectively in the most amount of fights, but otherwise, Realm of Gods, he's always going to find a nice, predictable home in. So guys, that is it for our video. Those are the best teams and partners for the AGL God Goku. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and in the comments down below, let us know what are some of the teams you've run for the AGL God Goku. How do you like to set this guy up? Let us know in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.